Hi guys, Harry Sunday here, letting you know that there's a apparel company that supports the game that you love. It's called ThereIsOnlyOneFootball.com, guys. They've got all sorts of stuff, from caps, t-shirts, water bottles, all sorts of accessories, even for your mobile phone. All that sporting stuff you can wear anywhere you want to wear it, guys. That's right. And don't forget the website it's on, ThereIsOnlyOneFootball.com.
There is only one football!
Superstition, like cats and voodoo dolls. I feel a premonition that girl's gonna. Welcome, guys, tonight to our Footballers sponsorship show, live tonight with our sponsors. She's into new sensations, new kicks in the candlelight. She's got. Okay, guys, we've got David Ben coming on. We've got Carlos Bielli coming on. We've also got Adrian from Aerosport coming on. Welcome tonight, guys. It's our way, the highway. Yes, it's a special night tonight, guys. And right now online, we've got David Ben, yes, from Football. Well, only one football. Is that right, David? Welcome tonight.
Oh, good evening, Harry.
Yes, we've got a lot of people watching on tonight, and it's fantastic having you on tonight because you've been a fantastic sponsor for our show and everything. So, it's been great to have you as a sponsor there, David. So, welcome tonight, sponsorship show. There you go.
It's been a pleasure to be a sponsor of your show, Harry.
Yes.
Your actual sponsor.
Yeah.
And also to be promoting these Heritage Phillips League shirts.
Yes.
Actually, because to me, I wasn't here around in Australia when this the Phillips League started off.
Exactly.
And to be involved with it is quite. It's a pleasure, to be honest with you, because a lot of people got fond memories of that league back in those. So these shirts now are going to replicate of the actual league that you had in those days, and life's all about choices, and
exactly.
I've given you choices out there whereby you can have a sub one
exactly
for $75, which is an absolute steal for all the work that goes in and what's involved in making these shirts. And of course, then you've got the actual replica, which is the Rigid supplement, embroidered one for $150, which I think is an absolute steal myself, because it's an ideal present, to give it for someone.
Of course it is. That's right. Yes, that's right.
Used to support the actual leagues in those days. And don't forget, there's probably more than 30 teams that played in that league in them days.
Of course there was.
So if people actually can't see their team on my website that they want to have a shirt from, what they need to do is actually, if they can grab a shirt or a good photograph of one of those shirts and send it through, we might be able to do something there for them, as a one-off.
Exactly, David. I tell you what, David, in 1977 was the first national league of its kind in this country, and we're celebrating tonight. These fantastic shirts are right behind me, and people are watching them right behind me. They're up on our backdrop there right now. We're going to go through the first one. It's that Brisbane Lions one looks fantastic. Actually, fully sublimated. They're classy. To tell you the truth, David, I would be wearing them out to a nightclub or something. They're that good looking. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, you're not going to get beaten up because all the people then we're old buggers now, so you'll be safe and sound.
That's right, and I'll tell you what, that Brisbane Lion one sticks. Frothy was wearing it on the show on Monday night, and geez, it looked fantastic. And you know the one, and some of these clubs are defunct, which is amazing. And I'll tell you which one I'm wearing. If anybody's watching right now, I'm wearing the what's it called again? Western Suburbs Magpies. Western Suburbs Magpies.
Oh, right.
And the captain of that team in 1977 was Peter Wilson, the first Australian captain in a 1974 World Cup team. So hopefully Peter's watching this. It'd be fantastic to watch this, looking at the shirt that I'm wearing right now.
Yeah, excellent.
And also we got the St. George Budapest, which you've got orders for that already. I know that. You've also got the Canberra City as well. That was the original team that was put in the 1977 as a first franchise team that was made there. And Johnny Warren was the first coach of that team ever for the national capital to have a team. And right now we don't have a capital. We don't have a capital team in the A-League. Put it that way. And go on.
No, I think the Phillips League. I only wished I was around in them times.
Yes.
To experience that, because I was excited. Well, not excited, but I was really thrilled to bits at the fact that we had A-League started in 203 or 2004.
204, 5. Yeah.
It was good. It was bloody good, but somehow it's lost its zest, its appeal. And I reckon I do believe that the Phillips League and the NSL was far more patronated than the A-League, even though they had smaller grounds. But 4,000 or 5,000 people in a ground of 4,000 or 5,000 seated is a magnificent evening to have. Because of those sort of games in England, where you've only got a 5,000 or 6,000, and it's electrifying. It really is good, but. We've got these big stadiums now for the A-League, and it just isn't working.
No, that's right.
Isn't there.
Okay.
And we need to get behind it.
And we'll see what happens in next month when it opens up. And we're going to go through all these clubs, David. We've also got Sydney Olympic, the Sydney Olympic shirt right next to the Canberra City one. What a great shirt the Sydney Olympic one is as well. We've got the Hakoah one, and I tell you what, right now, Mark Trenter. As he's just come on, he says Sydney City, Hakoah, and Newcastle KB United. I think we're going to have to talk about KB United because apparently I spoke to Mark earlier, and he is in Newcastle, and he's the director of Northern New South Wales football. So we need to talk to him about that. How's that?
Oh, brilliant. Yeah.
And we've also got the Fitzroy United one behind me, Fitzroy United. There you go. And as I said, I'm wearing the... I'm wearing the Western Suburbs Magpies one. As I said, said before. Also, Peter Wilson wore this one in 1977. Captain, the Socceroos captain, first one that went to the World Cup, which is amazing that we've replicated these shirts. Now, David, what I want to speak to you about is we've also got the Footscray JUST coming in a couple of weeks. That's also coming. And now there's two styles that we're going to talk about here. Two styles. What are the styles are we talking about?
Well, you got the sublimated one.
Sublimated one, yes.
Then you've got the embroidered one.
Yes.
There's two shirts to choose from.
Yes.
And from a picture from afar, you wouldn't tell a difference.
No, you wouldn't.
But the real McCoy is obviously the embroidered one. Of its day.
Yes.
It's a complete replica of it. So we've tried to get it as near as we could. So and they look terrific. They really do. They're smashing looking shirts.
They're fantastic.
And you don't really see that today, because it's all about sponsors.
That's
all
right.
you see on the shirts now is the name of a sponsorship,
and that's
card,
right.
Something like that. Nothing like they used to have there. So these shirts are pretty special, I believe. They really are.
They are, and
the real deal.
And David, the embroidered one is $150 plus $10 postage. Is that right?
Yeah. Well, wherever you live in the world, yeah.
Yes,
I'm sending one off to England shortly.
Alan Kershaw, that's right. Alan
Kershaw. Yep.
And the fully sublimated ones are $75 plus $10, and they look fantastic, apparently. They absolutely look fantastic as well.
They do look good. Of course they do. Yeah.
And
they're excellent shirts. You've got a yoke inside there.
Yes.
On the back of the shirt, on the inside there, you've got sublimated what's called a yoke. and it's got a badge in there that's got the Heritage Edition 1977.
Yes.
So it all looks pretty authentic, to be honest with you.
You know what, David? The sublimated shirt's fantastic to wear out as well during the summertime. You could wear it at the A-League games and show that you could show the heritage of the game here in 1977. And people say, where'd you get that from? I want one too. Well, there you go. There is only onefootball.com and get on there and get them.
Well, this is it, because on the back of the shirt, each shirt has got only one football, which is my business.
Yes.
So you just go onto that and you go onto the website straight away. You don't have to do .com or anything like that. It's all there. But because, I want to drive people to the website as well, because I've got a name out there called There Is Only One Football, and I believe it's warranted to have that name in this country, because there's no other place in the world that you've got 4 games all called football.
That's right.
It's a registered name, and if people want to go onto the website and have a look at that, they might want to go and buy a T-shirt that has the statement that says it all. There is only one football.
And also, you've got other products as well, all sorts of products. I mean, we're talking about your own shirts as well, and you've also got the Football S shirt you've made for us. It's online as well.
Yeah, we've got all that, and actually the football itself.
The football itself, of course, we've got the football itself.
Yeah.
The football is
yes, egg shape. Yeah,
that's right. The one. So we're talking about sublimated shirts, guys, at $75 and $10 postage, and that's within Australia. But if you're overseas and you're looking at these shirts right now, it will vary the price when they're sent overseas. And the and the fantastic one, the Ridgy Didge, like you say, David, at $150 plus $10 postage within Australia. As I said, it'll be different overseas if you get that. To tell you the truth, David, I'll be hanging that up in a. I'll be hanging it up in a frame and having it there.
Right.
That's right. Of course, it's a fantastic shirt. Now
makes a lovely present for somebody.
And Christmas is coming up. What do you think of that? I mean, these are fantastic Christmas presents. Now, I know you've sold some Brisbane Lions. We've sold some Canberra City. We've sold the Sydney Olympic, Hakoah. Fitzroy United, and that's just amazing. And you know, there's a few more there that you've got there that we'll be looking at the next few weeks. As Mark Trent has said, KB United. Why don't we look at that, David, in the next few days and see whether we can get Mark Trent, the Northern New South Wales Director of Football. I think we might have to get him something. I think so. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, that's fine. Get him to call me.
Yes, and yes, I'll get him to call you. And also, guys, if you're listening out there right now, the other show that we do will be the edited show, which will have the details on the bottom of the screen there. I'll have the bottom of the screen. You can contact David on his phone number. I'll be able to have there is only onefootball.com. And once you get on that site, you can order on there. Is that right, David? You get on that site. All the prompts are on there. You can actually buy direct from that site. You
can. Yeah, it's all there. It's quite easy to get around the website. There's lots to choose from there, from T-shirts, hoodies. Yes. All that sort of stuff, and drink bottles, polo shirts,
phone cases.
Yeah, even a phone case. Yeah, you can get a phone case. As well.
That's right. Yeah. So, guys, thank you, David, tonight for coming on and explaining the situation on all these fantastic shirts. We will also, as David is watching this right now, we will also be wearing them on our show on Monday nights as well. And every month we will be doing a show like this. Actually promoting new products of our sponsors. I don't know of any other shows that do the promotion of sponsors, but we're starting to do this right now. And if anybody's listening right now, you can come along and join our Footballers family, and we will tailor make a sponsorship for you, just like we're doing tonight for our sponsors, showing their products, doing a product launch for them. Guys, the details will be on the front of the screen there, and we'll also be able to, as I said, all the sponsors will have their details on the bottom of the screen on the edited show, and that will also go to YouTube, so you'll be able to see that on there. David, thank you very much for joining me tonight, and these shirts are fantastic, absolutely comfortable and fantastic.
And go the Socceroos tomorrow morning.
That's
Thanks,
right.
Harry.
Thank you, David. Thank you. Guys, have a look at these shirts. As I'm talking right now, check out these shirts, guys. I mean, Canberra City. I mean, we've got Andrew Bennell there. How are you, Andy? I'm sure you've ordered one, the Canberra City ones, mate. They are. I'm wearing, as I said, right now, if you just joined us, I am wearing the original shirt that Peter Wilson wore, the Socceroo captain, the 1974 captain, the 1977. We're talking about the Western Suburbs Magpies. And have a look at the shirt, guys. It's fantastic. The quality is unbelievable. You need to buy one. And I'll tell you what, you'll be framing these. And if you want to buy the sublimated one, that is the one to wear out and whatever. And that's $75 plus $10. $10, guys. $10. We're talking $10 postage in Australia. But if you're overseas, it will vary. So the next sponsor we're going to be calling right now is Carlos Bielli, guys. He's a solicitor and he's also a sponsor of Footballers. So we're getting on right now, guys. Here we go. Check it out. Here we go, guys. Hello, Mr. Bielli. How are you, sir?
I'm very well, Mr. Harry. Yourself?
Very well, thank you. This is our first sponsors show, product show, and welcome to our show. And you're part of our family. Welcome, Carlos.
Well, the pleasure has been mine to be asked to be part of your show on a regular basis, and also indirectly the pleasure of sponsoring the show, which is to assist your show to grow and prosper.
If it's not for you guys, David, Ben, there is only one football, Sea City Lawyers, and we're going to bring on very shortly also arrowsport.com as well. He's got some stuff. Now, I'm going to ask you a few things. Carlos, how long have you been a lawyer in Sydney for?
Oh, well, I have been in inside practice for 20 years year, and before that, I was an employed solicitor for 5.
Yes.
So I'm getting towards a quarter of a century in practice.
Fantastic.
But 20 years is strictly on my own.
Gee.
So it's been a long journey, but a very enjoyable journey.
Fantastic. And you are the lawyers that come to those people, the lawyers that come to you. Is that right?
Well, that's actually a registered name, and I realised many years ago that my clientele was getting older and older.
Yes.
And not always able to navigate 20 or 30 steps to the first floor.
Yes.
The office I was an older building, 20 steps with no lift.
Gee.
So I thought, if the mountains don't go to you, I'll go to the mountains. When you rang, or when I rang you back this afternoon, I was at an elderly client's house.
Yes.
Who was 87, but she didn't want to travel. I said, no problems.
There you
I'll
go.
come to you.
The lawyers that come to you, yeah.
At the end of the day, each of us, whether it be the shirt manufacturer, you, me, we are providing a service.
Yes.
And we need to accommodate our clientele.
Exactly. You've got to look after the client. The client comes first. Is that right? The customer comes first. I know in my industry, in my entertainment industry, the customer comes first. What they ask for, they get. Is that right? If you want to keep working, that's how the system is.
Yeah, within reason. I can't bend the rules too much. I'm a lawyer. Hello.
I know what you're saying.
I'm there to. I'm a solicitor. I'm there to follow the law and apply the law. I can't do too many things that will lead me astray.
Yeah, I get you. Yes. You can't bend the rules. They're all there to be followed. I know what you're saying as a solicitor and a lawyer. And 20 years. I mean, we're talking about. You should have been a barrister by now, or a judge, or a magistrate. Anyway.
Well, you choose your path.
That's right.
And I'm quite happy to work in suburban Sydney. Campbelltown is about 65 k's southwest of Sydney's CBD. It's one of the towns you will drive the bypass on the way to Canberra.
Yep.
People choose the pathway. I was quite happy to set up in suburban Sydney. There was a cost. Any business that you start from scratch, for the first year to 2 years, you make little money. So if you start from a low cost base, I mean, cheap rent for a little office and maybe nice staff. I had all the hand-me-downs from other colleagues, telephones, photocopier, desks. So you start a new business, whatever, manufacturing. No one knows. You have to go door knocking.
Yes.
And then slowly you do things, and one good reference gives you another client. And
that's right.
And you grow. And it's not different with your band. That people watch you play and say, oh, that's a good band. We're going to go and see you next time they're around.
You sell yourself. That's right.
Yeah. So it is. It's a chain reaction.
Now, Carlos, we're talking about the products here. The products that you do family law. Is that right?
Well, in suburban practice, I gravitate between 5 main areas of law: family, crime, conveyancing, wills and probate.
Yes.
And I'm also a public notary, which is like
gee.
Any documents that need to go overseas,
Yes.
signed, witness or certified documents that go overseas. A public notary has a special wax seal that
Gee.
we put on the documents. You could say I am a international justice of the peace as well.
Unbelievable. So now I'm going to ask you some questions. Can clubs contact you for player? I'm just having a guess here. I'm having a guess. I'm trying to say something. Can clubs contact you for player contracts and things that clubs can use your services in a different way as well?
Absolutely. I'm also in the sports panel.
Yes.
For the so-called drag sheets to represent them pro bono.
Fantastic.
So no, clubs more than welcome to contact me and have a yarn about football and legalese if they wish to. Absolutely, yes.
And basically, if any club needs some help drafting up legal documents or something with sponsors, or even from, like you said, all sorts of types of sports, they can get involved with you. Is that right?
Absolutely.
Yes?
Look, I'm there to help everyone.
Yes.
And if I can't help, because we can't pretend to know everything about the law, I will point you in the right direction and look after you.
That's fantastic, Carlos. And they can contact you. I'm going to have the information up there on the edited show, your phone number, where they can contact you. I'll be able to put your phone number on the edited show, which should be under the screen there, and they can contact you in what times of the day can they contact you?
Well, any time from 8:45 to 5.
Yes.
And I have a messaging service which if I'm not in the office, it gets switched over to these people in Melbourne.
Yes.
Who a young person will answer the phone. CCT lawyers, may I take a message? Because I'm a true sole practitioner. I do the typing. I pick up the phone.
Gee, my God.
I check the letters. And I found many years ago when I decided to get rid of my secretary to reduce my financial stress.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That having a answering machine at the office, people just hang up. They don't. They get upset, especially the older generation.
Yes.
So, but if you have a messaging service that with a beautiful young person says, "Good afternoon, CCT lawyers, may I take a message?" People are more than likely to speak to a human than to speak to a synthesizer voice.
Fantastic. So, Carlos, we're going to have that information up on our site very shortly. As the show gets edited, every sponsor's details will be on there, cctlawyers.com, plus your name and phone number where they can contact you. And look, and thank you for being a sponsor for our show. Without you guys, we can't continue this show. So thank you, Carlos, very much about this. So we'll have this up on YouTube and Facebook Live as well. How's that?
Great. And also thank you and Frothy for all the hard work you put week in, week out, for the amazing guests that you managed to bully and have to come on board. It's a lot of work behind the scenes that go into producing an hour show, the technology, and it's all, at your own expense and on your own time. So
that's right.
Also, I have to thank you and acknowledge all the hard work you put to make the dream a reality.
And we're going to get you on Monday night once more again. We'll see you Monday night with a special guest as well. How's that?
Absolutely. Do we know who it is?
Well, I'm going to keep this one as a secret. We've got so many guys that want to come on. I've sent messages to a guy called Steve O'Connor. So let's see if he gets back to me. How's that?
Good old Rocky.
You know Rocky. Who he is. Fantastic. I'll speak to Steve O'Connor and get him on.
He was a mean-looking dude when he was playing.
Oh, well, that's why we want him on. You know him, and you'll ask him those hard questions too. Carlos, thank you very much, and thank you for being a sponsor and family of footballers. You're fantastic for our show, and honestly, we see you Monday night.
Thank you for having me, and keep up the good work,
Thank
Harry.
you, Carlos. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank
you. Guys, that's Carlos Bielli. And if you guys in Sydney are looking for a solicitor, he's the man to see. for your sports stuff, your clubs. If you're looking for a solicitor for a club as well, he's the man. As you heard, he does drug cheat stuff and everything, and he does it pro bono. If you've got problems, all these athletes and soccer players or football players, please contact Carlos at ccitilawyers.com. We're going to have the details on the front of the screen when we do the edited show. Now we've got another special guest coming on right now, another sponsor who is actually Arrow Sport. So it's www.arrowsport.com.au. He's another sponsor, and boy, does he make some great stuff for your teams, teamwear and apparel. Let's get him on right now, guys. Thank you. I hope he answers. Hello.
Hey.
Adrian, welcome to Football S. You're one of our sponsors. www. I'm going to say this the long way around. www.arrowsport.com.au. Did I say it right? Please tell me it's the truth.
Spot on, mate. You got it absolutely correct.
Oh, it's such a long one, but we got it. How's it? Welcome to our first sponsors product launch. Thank you, Adrian, for coming along. My God, you've got products to talk about tonight. I'm going to mention a few things before we start talking. You've got your own company, arrowsport.com, .com.au, that is, and you do a lot of team apparel, shirts. Well, let's go to the shirts first. They're right behind me, guys. As you can see, the shirts behind me, those two shirts, the footballers shirt and the green type of teal shirt. Adrian has made those, and he's made that for our shirt as a sponsorship. Thank you for making those fantastic stuff, Adrian.
My pleasure, mate. I was kind of surprised we went with the Essendon setup, but it turned out really well. So.
Hey, don't go there. Essendon setup. I get what you're saying here, but I tell you what, if you go to Brazil, it's called Flamingo. Have you heard of Flamingo? Yeah, check it out.
Of course, mate. Aren't they red and white hoops though?
They've had those too. They've had the sash as well. They've had them as well. You should check out their past. That's right. Now, the shirts you made are fantastic. Now, you make teamwear. We're talking about five-a-side teams. We're talking about full club apparel for their teams. How do you go about that? You've made a lot of stuff there in Sydney. You're available in Sydney for the stuff. People, you can get it made for them, custom made. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. So basically, any sort of design, any sort of quantities, I'm more than happy to help out with. If it's just your five-a-side team to a whole NPL club, I'm more than happy to help out. So I basically really pride myself on having great designs and great quality. So whenever someone comes up to me, I make sure those two goals are met. So you're gonna look fantastic on the pitch, and you're gonna feel fantastic wearing it. So any club, any sort of team, five-a-side, NPL, mate, come to me and I'll help you out.
And I tell you what, the shirts you've made, when I put that shirt of yours on, it is that comfortable I can't even feel it's on. So it breathes. I'm ready to wear it at the gym. It's that comfortable. You know what I mean? So, mate, I'm sure you make gym stuff as well for people. I know you can make all sorts of stuff. But also shorts, you making shorts as well, is that right? Full teamwear, is that right, if you have to?
Yeah, full kit. So I've got shorts, I've got socks, I've got short sleeve jerseys, I've got long sleeve, I've even got keeper jerseys with padding on the arms. Fantastic. I've got all that sort of stuff, mate. So I can even do balls, and I wish we had me on video, because I've actually got these custom slides that I can do for teams as well. So you could have your club logo on like these really good quality slides, and they'll look fantastic anywhere you walk. So definitely can do stuff from A to Z. So you really can't complain with what I can offer. Mate. So I pride myself.
You've also you do training shirts. I know you're doing a lot of sporting clubs. You do training shirts as well for their pre-season. You know, people don't want to wear a pre-season. They don't want to wear full-on kits for pre-season. They're special singlets or something like that. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. So I can do also like warm-up T-shirts, training singlets. I also cater to a range of different other sports. I've got rugby stuff, Aussie rules stuff, netball even as well we can do, and then basically we can mix and match a bunch of different products into it. So it's pretty diverse what I can do.
Socks as well. I suppose when you say a full kit of teamwear, we're talking the whole kit and caboodle. Is that right? The whole lot?
Yeah, the whole shebang. So basically I can do your socks with basically like the inscription of the team.
Jeez,
or like an abbreviation. So basically from head to toe, mate, I got you covered.
And also, we're going to show something right now that you sent me a message before. I had it prepared already. You actually make tracksuits. I'm going to show this. Adrian has made this tracksuit for me for a specific gentleman, which is my son, his birthday. And I'm going to show this right now on screen. Guys, this is absolute quality. The quality is amazing right now. I'm showing it now. The turnaround wasn't too long at all. It wasn't much of a turnaround, was it, Adrian?
No, my normal turnaround for that sort of stuff is always 4 to 6 weeks. So that's my average, really. So within that time frame, we can get a design confirmed, get it made, and get it sent here. Pretty straightforward.
And I'm just showing now the tracksuit pants. Absolutely amazing. The quality's amazing. I've got the tracksuit pants here as well. So, NPL is played during the winter in this country, and you know that yourself. So I'm thinking that a tracksuit will be definitely needed during those winter months on the bench, or even a supporter wear as well. Supporter wear to wear. There's a supporter wear. It's amazing. So they can get that all in their team colours. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. Anything that I produce can be fully customizable. So you can do anything like I did with the pants. I actually put Tullamarine on the side just to add that extra bit of uniqueness to it. So I'm not going to give you anything generic. I'm going to give you something that you'll be proud to wear and something that will stand out in the grand scheme of things. That's
fantastic. And also what I've got here as well is that you can do, I have not heard a company that does the lowest amount of shirts. For what I know, a lot of companies go and do 10 or more or 20 or more. My God, I've never heard of a company that can do 3 shirts as the lowest amount. How do you do this? This is amazing.
Mate, it's called trial and error, and also just make quality control. So to me, my sort of supply chain that I have around me, it's very flexible, so I can offer those low quantities for you. So like I said, I can do, like, if you have a team of 5, that's completely doable. That's easy. If you have a team of 5 or 500, it can always be done. So if you need something for outdoor, my season's actually starting next week.
Yes.
So I've got my stuff sorted, and if anyone else needs anything, just know where to find me.
Well, I'm going to say the price here. You're talking about 3 shirts at what price? You give me that price, and people will be very surprised.
Yep, so for 3 shirts, which is my minimum order, you are looking at $50 for each shirt.
My God.
Which includes a free name and number on each one.
Unbelievable. And this is exactly what I'm showing right now, is the Footballers shirt that you made for us, right? Now, there is the Footballers shirt, guys. The material is amazing. I'm showing that now with the sash, right? The Footballers shirt. It looks like somebody could wear that on the field. So there you go. Can we already? And like you said, if I turn it behind there, a free name and number. How's that? That's amazing. Got my name there on the back as I'm turning it around. A Harry Sunday #1. And that's all included. Is that right? For $50 for each shirt?
All included in the price, but obviously shipping is extra, but that always gets counted later.
Of course, yes.
In terms of the general price, it starts at $50, and then depending on what you want to do, we can always work our way from there.
And that green shirt behind me, guys, on my left is also the work of Adrian at Arrow Sport. So, guys, have a look at these shirts. And also, that shirt, that football-esque shirt, the uniform you made for us here for the show, is also available on there'sonlyonefootball.com. Is that right?
Yep, that's correct. So you can order your own version to support the show, and to sweeten the deal as well. Just like with all my other products, it comes with a free name and number as well, so you can add your own personalization to it.
You can't even, I'll tell you something right now, Adrian, you cannot buy a shirt like that at Rebel Sport or any other sports shop for that price, for $150 with your name on it as well. They would have to get you it cost you $100 there to buy that shirt. Let's say a football shirt there. Then they'd have to actually put a print on there. They'd have to heat print it on there, your name, and heat print it. Cost you more money. But this is all inclusive, and $50 for 3 shirts. That's amazing.
No, exactly. So for $150, I could see Christmas coming up. You can have a family jersey, stuff like that. So definitely something to consider.
And this is what I'll say right now, guys. Christmas is coming up. Sydney's opening up. Melbourne is opening up. And if you guys are looking for any apparel, sportswear, teamwear, five-a-side soccer or football, futsal teams. You do futsal teams as well, is that right?
Oh, that's my specialty, mate.
Aha, futsal. Fantastic. So don't forget, guys, all these products we spoke about, our sponsors tonight, are available on their sites. There is onlyonefootball.com, ccitylawyers.com, and www.arrowsport.com.au. And don't forget, guys, all these details will be on the front of our front of our screen on the edited show. So we'll be posting to a lot of sites so you can all see that. So, Adrian, you're pretty busy at the moment, is that right? You're making a lot of stuff, is that right?
Yeah, orders are coming through, which is always a good sign of a business, so can't really complain. And then, yeah, just always diversifying my range. Like I've just introduced, actually bucket hats to the equation, to the product line. Even a nice one here for you, stubby holders.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Well, I don't drink, but I know Frothy does. You're going to have to send one to Frothy because he has a few. He's probably going to ask you for one. Now, the other thing is as well, is that, as we said, Christmas is coming up. You can also do custom. You can do custom, is that right? If somebody wants a special design just for themselves, you can do a custom design as well, is that right?
Yeah, exactly. So on my website, basically, I do have a gallery of existing templates, but if you want something completely your own or something completely unique, I can definitely facilitate that. You can stand out and just get the knowledge that, it's yours. It's only yours.
That's right. And what Adrian has said, guys, $50 for 3 shirts. I have never heard a company that can actually make 3 shirts for $150 with your own names on it and numbers. And I tell you what, that's like a family type present as far as I'm concerned. Adrian, thank you tonight for coming on. And thank you for being a sponsor of Football S. We value your sponsorship to keep our show coming and going and keep going for a long time still. And thank you for your support.
My pleasure, mate. Glad to be part of it.
Thank you very much. And what I'll tell you right now, as you're still on there, just remember this, guys. Every month, first Thursday of every month, we'll be doing a product launch and products of our sponsors and what is happening with them and what's going. Don't forget, the country's opening up again. There are lots of stuff on our sponsors have got a lot of stuff for you there on their sites. Check them out for Christmas. Christmas is coming up. Thank you there, Adrian. Talk to you soon.
No worries, mate. Talk soon, mate.
Thank you very much, guys. That was Adrian, guys, from their arrowsport.com.au. Check it out, guys. And let me tell you right now, our sponsors are the lifeblood of our show. They make us continue our show, and they've been fantastic for us. So thank you, guys, and we hope to see you guys on Monday night for the next show that we do, our Footballers show at 7 p.m. So let me sing you a song right now and see if you guys want to party with me and whatever. So here we go, guys. Let's get this happening right now. Here we go. Let's do it for you. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Thank you for joining us tonight. Here's the end of the show, and thank you. Don't forget, all the products are from here, guys, at Footballers. Check it out. Feel it. She's in the superstition, black cats and voodoo dolls. I feel a premonition. That girl's gonna make me fall. Oh, yeah. She's into new sensations, new kicks in the candlelight. She's got a new addiction for every day and night. She make you take your clothes off and go dancing in the rain. She make you live her crazy life and she take away your pain like a bullet to your brain. Come on, upside, inside out. She's living the vida loca. She pushing. Good night, guys. Thank you for joining me tonight. Our first sponsors show, product launch. We'll see you on Monday night at 7 p.m. Football S is live then. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Hi guys, Harry Sunday here, letting you know that there's a apparel company that supports the game that you love. It's called ThereIsOnlyOneFootball.com, guys. They've got all sorts of stuff, from caps, t-shirts, water bottles, all sorts of accessories, even for your mobile phone. All that sporting stuff you can wear anywhere you want to wear it, guys. That's right. And don't forget the website it's on, ThereIsOnlyOneFootball.com.
There is only one football.